Coinbase just reported Q3 earnings. This is my reaction. I was actually pretty happy. Hearing the headline numbers at first, of course, missing revenue and missing income by a bit. Sounds bad, but they actually beat on monthly transacting users, which in my opinion is the most important. And I think them missing revenue and income is largely associated with the total crypto market capitalization at the moment, which has decreased significantly on average from the previous quarter. So I think that explains a lot of that, especially when you consider that they actually have more monthly transacting users than expected. I think that is the most important. That means that they are at least hopefully maintaining market share of the crypto exchange market. Also, I think the number one thing that people were looking at, including me, is them managing their expenses and sticking to their $500 million guardrail for Ebitda, for net Ebitda loss. And I believe they lost around 100 million this quarter, and it looks like they shouldn't lose, that they should be able to stick to that benchmark for the full year. And they have about $6 billion on their market, on their balance sheet. So losing $500 million a year is very manageable. They're managing their expenses well. And they are also, Brian Armstrong, the CEO, was questioned a lot on this losing $500 million a year benchmark. And I think he confidently answered, basically saying that considering that during upswings they are extremely profitable, he thinks that losing $500 million a year is very reasonable in this bear market, considering they want to continue holding significant market share in this industry, and they want to continue to innovate and come out with new products. So I think that's very reasonable, $500 million a year, when you have a $6 billion cash position. So I'm happy with that. I think there was a lot of clarity, a lot of confidence coming from the management team, Brian Armstrong in particular. And it sounds like he kind of fired, completely got rid of a position, the product manager. I think they did that last quarter actually, but I was just noticing it in this conference call. And now all of the different product leads from each segment, which includes retail, institutional, and I forget. Oh yeah, and programmers, I believe. Now they all report to him directly. So I like that. It's actually less bureaucratic. There's less, middlemen, and now they're reporting directly to Brian Armstrong. So I like that. They're also diversifying their revenue streams. Their subscription revenue increased, a nice amount. They're also increasing their revenue from staking, and partly what's adding to that is their higher interest rates. So now they can get higher interest rates from people depositing in USDC. They also made it so that people outside of America don't have to pay extra fees for holding USDC, which I could see that being extremely attractive for people who want to earn yield on US dollars in other countries, where it's not that easy to do so. I think it provides a very smooth and easy way for people in other countries to do that. So in general, I like their approach. They're not burning money at an insane rate. They also stated that if things got worse, they have plans set in place to cut costs even more if crypto market conditions got even worse. So I really think they are being very safe in managing their expenses, which I like, considering we don't know how bad it could get. I think a lot of people are pricing the stock like it's going to go out of business, like it's going to go bankrupt. So the fact that they are managing their expenses, they're maintaining their market share, they beat on monthly active users from what was expected. I'm very bullish. They're still, even with their weak revenue from this quarter, they're still trading, I believe, below a price to sales ratio of 3. So I just think they're incredibly cheap. So I bought more. I'm slowly buying more. It's already a large position for me, so I'm not going crazy. It could go down more in the short term, but I'm ready to buy more if that happens. So that's my position on Coinbase earnings for Q3. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe. See you next video.